Hello, Emily here from Create Your Future. And today's video, I wanted to talk all about changing your stories and changing your life, because that is how simple it really is. This is how simple manifestation is. This is how simple your life really is. And it is an accumulation of your stories, which then results in your thoughts, your choices that you make every single day, and the actions that you take, which either prolong a story that you don't want or are creating a storyline that you do want. And that is how simple it is. So if you haven't already, check out the courses that I am now launching on this exact subject. It is something that can change everything in your life if you allow it to. If you allow yourself to sit with yourself and think about who you're being and what you are choosing and what you're telling yourself, you have the ability to completely change your reality, whether that's with an SP, with money, with whatever situation in your life that you really want to change. You have the ability, if you have the audacity, to change your stories, the choices that you're making on a daily basis, what you are investing your energy into. It is that simple. So let's get into today's video and get into really how you are going to change your life when you start choosing something new. To it. Okay, so life choices and stories and creating the stories that you want. So you've heard me say time and time again that life is an accumulation of what you are placing your energy into, the stories that you are telling. What you make matter will matter. What reaction is creation. All of these things I say on a video basis. Every time I put out a video, these are the stories that I'm telling you. If you are listening to them and you're applying them in your day-to-day life, you should have the ability to create things like this. Because I want you to think about a plant. If you stop watering the plant will die. And it's exactly the same thing with the things that you don't want to experience in your life. So if you're experiencing a situation with somebody that you don't like, then you need to, instead of sitting there and ruminating on it and replaying it in your mind and retelling the stories about how this person's this way and I'm this and I'm so embarrassing and I'm blah, 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 stop the momentum. Stop the momentum in its tracks and do something else. Tell a different story, be a different person, do something that you love, and let the story die. Let it just starve itself to death, because nothing can exist without your attention on it. Another gold mine there. Nothing will exist without your attention on it. That is literally proven in science. I think in quantum physics, they say, like, if something's like in the other room, but you can't see it, does it even exist? You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? It's the same thing with these things. So if something is happening that you don't like, and it's giving you a specific feeling, this is where stories begin. Stories will begin with having energy in your body. So for example, if you have too much energy in your body, like someone does something to you and it gives you this feeling of like, oh, it's just energy. The only reason we've made it, given a label of anxiety or I'm this or I'm that, it's just because you've added a story to it. You don't need to add a story to everything. So this is one thing that we can start doing right now is to recognize that the stories that you are telling are stories that you are making up. Yes, you may have taken the story from a parent growing up or this person or a teacher or something, but at the end of the day, they are just made up. Your life is a blank canvas and you get to paint on it whatever you want to paint on it, you know? And picking this specific story is over and over again is what you're going to see on that painting and that canvas. So it's your responsibility now to realize that your stories are what you are choosing to believe in. They're what you are choosing to tell yourself on a daily basis. And you get the ability now to say, I don't want to choose this anymore. I want to starve it and I want to place my energy somewhere else. How can I do that, Emily? You make it sound so simple. It's not that simple, blah, blah, blah. I get it. You have a lot of energy involved in that story and you think it's real because you place all your energy in it. I get it. That's the only reason it feels real, by the way, is because you have a lot of energy invested in it. That's it. That's the only reason it feels real, because you've practiced it for so long that like it literally feels like you're going to die if this happens, or the earth is going to swallow you whole, or like this person, you're really unlovable, you're really the worst person on this planet. Like, I get it. You've practiced this momentum for a really long time. But if you really are invested in the fact that you know that the other side of the stick exists, what can we do now that we know the other side of the stick exists? So ease and fun and your manifestation and all these different things. You starve it. How do we solve it, you say? By stop choosing it. Choose anything else. It doesn't even have to be in accordance to your manifestation that you want. It can be going for ice cream with a friend to relax, going to a spa to relax. If you completely ground yourself, get a good workout in, go for a hike in the forest, drink a milkshake, do something that you love. You cannot be in two places at one time. You cannot be doing something you love and also suffering at the same time. Sure, you can ping pong your way to it, but when you go to an ice cream parlor, your favorite place in the entire world, sure, you can sit there and then take your mind over here and then ping pong back and then ping pong. You can't do both at the same time. Do you see? So if you took yourself to the ice cream parlor and you said, I'm just going to be present and be at the ice cream parlor, the story of whatever was here in the first place no longer exists. It doesn't exist until you bring it back to life. Until maybe you leave the ice cream parlor, then you decide to sit in your car and think about it for 5 hours. Again, you are the one bringing it back. You are. Is it happening right now? Well, you are the one bringing it back to life. So how can you continue to make a life that doesn't involve the thing that you don't want? Buy my course. It will tell you exactly how to do it, and I'll walk you through it step by step. Buy coaching. That's another way. But do something different. Choose something different. Write about it. Write about how you're obsessed with it. Spend time with it. Starve it of its energy. Like, you can get so many feelings out of it by sitting there for an hour, looking at it, writing about it, feeling about it, like all the stories you made up about it, cry your eyes out about it, get bored of it, and then move on. Move on and go ice skating, go on a ski trip, go visit your friend Linda, go for tea at the new tea house. Do something else. And then when you're in a good energy state, when you are relaxed, when you are just so sick and tired of your old self, write down the new story that you want to live out. Maybe that's, I want to make $10,000 a week, and I want to ride ponies in the desert, and I want to ride the iron ore train through wherever it goes through the Sahara Desert. I want to climb the tree outside, and I want to be like Superman, and I don't know, whatever you want to be, right? Like, you can be whatever the heck you want to be, but you can't be whatever the heck you want to be from that place. So we're going to calm yourself down. You're going to create a life that you want to live through actually choosing yourself, because you are worthy of experiencing something that is in alignment with your inspiration, with what you see in your mind, of the love life that you desire, or the career life that you desire, or the vacation life that you desire, or the nomad life that you desire, or the beauty life that you desire. You can have all of it, but you can't have it whilst you're fighting for the limitations on this side of the stick. So what we have to do is slow down the momentum on this side of the stick by relaxing. Like, you can just simply do it through relaxation, through doing things that you like to do. Go to the mall, buy some makeup, get a cupcake, write to your friend. I don't, do something else. Do something else. Get your attention off of it. And then as you're doing something else and you've created these like love feelings in your body of joy and choosing yourself and enjoyment, and maybe that's eating your favorite salad, or like, I don't know what it is, right? You can start to actually make affirmations from that place for the things you want to experience. I don't know, I'm freaking amazing. Everyone loves to be around me, and my SP calls me 5 times a day. And everybody wants to take me on a date, and everybody wants to pay me money, and everybody wants to pay for my services, and everybody wants to buy my courses, and everybody wants to take my dance classes, and everybody this and everybody that, because, oh my gosh, I'm amazing. Because you're finally treating yourself like you're amazing as well. You're giving yourself in your life things that you love to do. Maybe that is taking care of your health. Maybe that is going to get your hair done. Maybe that is going to get Botox. Maybe that is getting your nails done. When you start treating yourself like the queen or the king that you are, just through like small decisions that you're making of yourself, like buying yourself a new car, or buying yourself a new piece of clothing, or brushing your teeth, or I don't know, whatever it may be, you're slowly telling yourself, like allowing yourself to tell yourself that you're worthy of these things. And you can start making more intentions from this place, because your self-concept is what's going to fuel what's happening in your life. So if you make an intention to say, okay, I'm going to be the best ice skater in the country, but then you're going to ice skating classes telling yourself that you suck, and oh, I'll never be as good as her, and I'm not worthy of being here, why am I here? Like, well, you're just counteracting every intention that you just made. Okay, so it's about really catching what you're telling yourself and the choices that you are choosing, because struggle is a choice. You're just choosing it. It's an illusion. You are choosing it all the time, but you could be over here. And it just means that maybe you've like practiced it for so long and you just need to sit in it for an hour and realize what you've been doing to yourself and write about it and pray about it and cry it out, because sometimes the momentum that you've been going in that direction is really, really strong. And that's why it feels really real, but it's not real. It just feels real because of the emotional involvement you have in it. So write about it, like really get to the bottom of your stories that you're telling yourself. Maybe the story is that I just suck and I'm not worthy and everybody's so ashamed of me, or I can't do this, or I can't do that, or I ruined my life. Like just stories that you're telling yourself, right? But it's not true. Then you're going to relax. Relax, do something you love. Think about what really inspires you and go and do that. Maybe that is going to the cinema or going to get a coffee with a friend, whatever it is, going to the sauna, I don't know. And then you will have space, time, and energy to put into the other side of the stick, which is fun, ease, and flow into the things that you want, because it is easy, it is fun, it is fluid. Like you want a new suitcase, well, it's just going to show up for you. Or you want to try this new smoothie, well, put it out into the ethers. I'm going to try this smoothie. Well, guess what? Maybe your friend Andrea buys you a smoothie on the way to your church class on Sunday or something. I don't know what it will be, but life is easy and effortless to create. But when we get stuck in these depths of these dark stories that we don't want to experience, it feels hard to get out of them. So practice these modalities on a daily basis. Remember, what you are choosing to react to is creating it, and realizing that nothing matters except for what you make matter. Okay. And if you need help on a one-to-one basis, coaching is open. Book a session. There's the number one way. Buy the course, because I promise you the course is going to be life-changing if you allow it to be. And follow the steps one by one in my course. And I promise you it will change your life if you allow it to. You are in control of this. You cannot be a creator and a victim to your life at the same time. So if you're being a victim, be a victim and then let it go and start being the creator again. Okay? You got this. I will see you soon.